everyone, welcome back to Raconteur, where we dive into books and ideas that inspire us to live better, bolder, and more authentic lives. Today, we're talking about a game changer, The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. If you've ever felt like you're not enough, struggled with perfectionism, or just want to live a life that feels more you, this book is for you. In this video, we're going to break down the key ideas, share the 10 guideposts for what Brené calls wholehearted living, and give you practical tips to start embracing your imperfections. So grab a notebook, hit that like button, and let's get started. First, a little about Brené Brown. She's a research professor and a storytelling genius who spent decades studying topics like vulnerability, courage, shame, and authenticity. You might know her from her viral TED Talk on vulnerability or her other books like Daring Greatly. In The Gifts of Imperfection, published in 2010, she distills her research into a practical guide for living what she calls a wholehearted life, a life where you feel worthy of love and belonging just as you are. Sounds pretty amazing, right? But here's the catch. To get there, you have to let go of perfectionism and embrace your imperfections. Let's unpack what that means. At the heart of this book is the idea that we're all inherently worthy, but society, social media, and our own inner critics often tell us we need to be perfect to be loved or successful. Brené says perfectionism is a trap. It's driven by shame and fear of not being enough. Instead, she encourages us to embrace vulnerability, which she defines as the courage to show up as our true selves even when there's no guarantee of approval. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the birthplace of connection, creativity, and resilience. This book is all about letting go of who you think you're supposed to be and embracing who you are. And she gives us 10 guideposts to make that happen. Okay, let's dive into the 10 guideposts for wholehearted living. These are like a roadmap to living authentically, and each one comes with something to cultivate and something to let go of. I'll break them down and share some practical ways you can apply them in your life. Ready? Let's go. Guidepost 1. Cultivating authenticity, letting go of what people think. Authenticity means being true to yourself, even if it means disappointing others or facing judgment. It's about saying, "This is who I am," instead of molding yourself to fit others' expectations. Maybe you love quirky hobbies like knitting or cosplay, but you hide them because they're not cool. Try sharing a small piece of your true self this week. Maybe post about that hobby on social media or tell a friend. Start small, but be you. Guidepost 2. Cultivating self-compassion, letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism is a killer of joy. It tells us we're only worthy if we get it all right. Self-compassion means treating yourself like you'd treat a friend who's struggling, with kindness and understanding. Next time you mess up, try saying to yourself, "I'm doing my best and that's enough." It's a game changer. Guidepost 3. Cultivating a resilient spirit, letting go of numbing and powerlessness. Life throws curveballs, and resilience is about bouncing back. Instead of numbing tough emotions with distractions like scrolling, overeating, or overworking, Brené says to feel them. Try journaling about a tough moment instead of avoiding it. It's hard, but it builds emotional strength. Guidepost 4. Cultivating gratitude and joy, letting go of scarcity and fear of the dark. Scarcity is that voice saying, "There's never enough. Time, money, success." Gratitude flips that script. Try writing down 3 things you're grateful for every day. Even on bad days, small moments like a warm coffee or a kind text can spark joy. Guidepost 5. Cultivating intuition and trusting faith, letting go of the need for certainty. We often want all the answers before we act, but that's not always possible. Trust your gut and take a leap, even if it's scary. Maybe you're hesitating to start a new project. Try listening to your intuition and take one small step forward. Guidepost 6. Cultivating creativity, letting go of comparison. Comparison kills creativity. Whether it's comparing your art, career, or life to someone else's highlight reel, it stops you from creating. Set aside time this week to do something creative just for fun. Paint, write, dance without judging the outcome. Guidepost 7. Cultivating play and rest. Letting go of exhaustion as a status symbol. In our hustle culture, being busy is a badge of honor, but play and rest are essential for a full life. Schedule an hour to do something playful, like playing a board game or going for a walk with no agenda. And prioritize sleep. It's not lazy, it's necessary. Guidepost 8. Cultivating calm and stillness. Letting go of anxiety as a lifestyle. Anxiety can feel like a constant companion, but calm is possible. Try a mindfulness practice, like 5 minutes of deep breathing or meditation. Apps like Headspace or Calm can help you start. It's about finding stillness in the chaos. Guidepost 9. Cultivating meaningful work and letting go of self-doubt and supposed to. Meaningful work doesn't have to be a dream job. It's work that aligns with your values. If you're stuck in a job you hate, reflect on what small changes could make it more meaningful, like helping a coworker or learning a new skill. And quiet that self-doubt. It's just noise. Guidepost 10. Cultivating laughter, song, and dance. Letting go of being cool and always in control. This one's my favorite. Let loose. Sing in the shower, dance in your kitchen, laugh until your sides hurt. It's about embracing joy without worrying about looking cool. Try having a dance party at home this weekend. Trust me, it's liberating. Whew, those 10 guideposts are packed with wisdom, right? The core message of the Gifts of Imperfection is that you are enough, right now, flaws and all. Wholehearted Living is about practicing courage, compassion, and connection every day. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing up as your authentic self. Brené's blend of research and relatable stories makes this book so powerful. She shares her own struggles with shame and perfectionism, which makes it feel like you're chatting with a wise friend.
So, how can you start living this way? Pick one guidepost that resonates with you and try one small action. Maybe it's practicing gratitude or saying no to something that doesn't align with your values. Share your favorite guidepost in the comments. I'd love to hear which one speaks to you. And if you want to dive deeper, grab a copy of The Gifts of Imperfection. It's a short read, but it's life-changing. Before we wrap up, let's talk about why this matters. In a world obsessed with perfection, perfect bodies, perfect careers, perfect Instagram feeds, Brené reminds us that our imperfections are what make us human. They're our gifts. When we embrace them, we open the door to deeper connections, more creativity, and a life that feels true to who we are. That's it for today's deep dive into the Gifts of Imperfection. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next book breakdown. And let me know in the comments, what's one imperfect thing you're ready to embrace about yourself? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep being your awesome, imperfect self.